Am I the a-hole for telling my wife that she can leave because I'm not kicking my older kids out? I 43M have been married to my current wife Amanda 42F for the past 6 years. And we have 2 daughters together, Becca 4F and Eliza 2F, while I have 2 kids from my previous marriage, Liam 17N and Sage 15F. The divorce was less than amicable, and since my ex-wife had more money and a better paying job, she was awarded primary custody despite me fighting it. For the last 8 years, I've had my older kids every other weekend and on Wednesdays. A few weeks ago, my older kids asked if they could live with us full-time due to issues with their stepdad. Liam especially had come to blows with him a few times, and even their mother thought it would be for the best. I did talk to my wife about it, and I know she wasn't happy as she feels uncomfortable around my older kids, although this is something she neglected to tell me until we had our first child together. Things since Liam and Sage moved in have been hard, and as much as I'd love to get some family therapy, my wife is against it and we're on a waiting list. Before, when my kids would come over, my wife would take our daughters to her parents a lot to give us space even though I never asked for it. Now don't get me wrong, I'm sure being a step-parent is difficult, but my kids are really good kids. They have straight A's, lots of friends, play sports, and are incredibly respectful. I know I'm biased, but people go out of their way to tell me these things. So it has been terrible watching Amanda nitpick everything they do, almost as if she's waiting for them to slip up so she can send them back to their moms. We had already gotten into an argument over the holidays due to her trying to push them out of our traditions. Our older daughter, Becca, is going through a biting phase. Her school wants her to get OT for kids, and I've been working with our insurance since Amanda doesn't like the one at the school, but as always it seems like there's an endless wait list. So obviously the house is tense, and we've all been walking on eggshells. Then this morning, when I was making us some breakfast, we heard a scream, and Becca came into the kitchen crying and saying that Sage hit her. Amanda ran into the den where Liam and Sage were and started screaming at them to leave. She was obviously pissed, but Sage told her she was sorry. She had been done with the TV so had changed it to one of the girls' shows, and Becca got excited and bit her. She said that she didn't mean to slap her and felt bad. I immediately calmed down because I think anyone has been there, but Amanda didn't believe her. Sage had a bite mark for Pete's sake. Things continued escalating. Our girls were crying, and Amanda screamed at both of my older kids to leave. Sage told her that she would so she could calm down, but that pissed Amanda off more. Liam and Sage left for a friend and ended up spending the night there. So for the past day, Amanda has been on one saying that I needed to pack their things and send them back to my ex-wife's permanently. I can't keep dealing with this BS. I told her this morning that it was an accident and she needed to let it go, but she refused, even threatening to call the police. She said that she could never be comfortable with her babies around Sage anymore and that she didn't feel safe. I laughed because Amanda herself once hit Becca for biting her. She ended up taking the girls to her mom's, and I told my kids to come back. Amanda has been texting me that she'd be back tomorrow and the kids need to be gone. I was ignoring her but finally said this was their home, and if she was uncomfortable, she could pack up and leave. My parents came over and basically told me I wasn't wrong, but shouldn't have said that she should leave. I know there are some things you can take back, but at this point, I almost mean it. I would hate to deal with another divorce, but Amanda has been so terrible to my older kids for the past few weeks. I honestly feel like she's become a different person, so am I the a-hole here?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. This woman doesn't want your children in the family. You do not have a choice at this point. Your wife is against therapy and doesn't want to work through this. Your older children must be so confused and feel the constant rejection from your wife, let alone their mother.
I get the feeling that your wife was expecting you'd move on from your older kids once you and she had your children together. That they would be your new family and you'd just forget the first one. If she'd succeeded, you would have become the divorced dad trope that I loathe.